Hey friends of the twins, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to spend a little bit of time outside. I want to show y'all how the flower beds are coming along. Also, I've been doing some organization and yep, another home DIY. I'm really trying to balance the inside and the outside. So I thought that I would work outside today and do a little bit of maintenance to the flower beds. Thank you to XM Cozy for sponsoring this portion of today's video. If you're not familiar with them, they have solar lights of nice variety and they're beautiful, y'all. I love the designs of them. They also have the string lights. You can get the ones that come in multiple colors. We have worked with XM Cozy in the past and we continue to do so because of the quality. And I also love that they have an elevated look to like their pathway lights and the solar lights, the string lights. They're all just a really nice quality. These are some of my favorites. So I have an 8-pack and it is really easy to assemble them. You just take them out of the box. You'll notice that there is an on and off switch. I think sometimes people forget that. You do need to turn them on. What I like about these is that they have 3 different light settings. If you want a warmer white, a whiter white, and then there's also another choice. I chose to go with the white, which means I'm going to have a brighter look. Really easy to assemble. We live in a rural setting, so I prefer mine to be on a cool white, and they are definitely bright. Y'all know that it is Amazon Prime time. So I'm going to leave all of the information down in the description box for you. This will be a perfect time to get you an amazing deal. Friends of the twins, I love the way that the bulb looks in these. It kind of reminds me of the Edison bulbs. And y'all know Shuggy is not all that easily impressed, but he is with these. They're very bright. They look pretty spectacular at night. That's important to us because it gets so dark here during the nighttime. So great quality, nice and bright during the nighttime and pretty to look at in the daytime. I like that. So I wanted to show y'all the progress with my flowers that I planted in the spring. Y'all look at my elephant ears. I am so happy. Oh my goodness, y'all would not believe last year this elephant ear started out as one little small teeny tiny plant and I had it in a different spot. And it did not do well at all. I thought it was dead really. But this year in that same bad spot, it popped up. And when it popped up out of the ground, y'all should have seen me moving it. So I got it here into this raised flower bed and look at it. Oh my goodness. All of the new leaves. We got one opening up there. Look down in there, we got a bunch. It has just spread so much. This is all from just that one little teeny tiny plant. I put it in here. Actually, the Dusty Miller was here first, but I think that I'm gonna have to y'all tell me what to do. Y'all tell me what to do. Should I go ahead and take the Dusty Miller out? Because y'all, the elephant ears are taking over. They are just taking over this bed. I'm not complaining though. I am not complaining at all. We just had a quick shower to come up, and so everything is looking kind of crazy. But let me show y'all the plants that I got today. Now, I had intended to come home and get my plants in the ground, and then we had a pretty hard rain to come up. And I don't know if I'm gonna do it now, get them in the ground. But these are some more hosta that I got. These are gonna be going on the side of the house. And I got me another wandering Jew, and I have been wanting me one of these foxtail ferns for a while. So I got me one, but my plan is to split this one. Now, this one was a little pricey. It was what? Let me see. $17.98, but I'm gonna split this one. And so that's how I plan to stretch it, is I'm gonna split it because y'all, plants are just so high. This one will also be split also. I'm probably gonna make 3 separate pots with this one. What else did I get? I'll show y'all my little wagon. This is my little wagon that I pull all around the yard. I did find me a coleus and I got me some polka dot plants. Now I know these are annuals, but I actually bought these polka dot plants to take inside the house. I read up on it and it said that they will live in the house. So I went ahead and got some annuals, because remember I told y'all I was not going to invest in annuals. Flowers are just too high to have you buy them and then they die out. But the coleus and the polka dot plants, and I also got me some ivy. Is this an annual? I think this ivy is an annual. But anyway, I'm going to be taking this in the house also. And another hosta I got to get in the ground. I actually bought 7 hostas. I'm going to get those in the ground. And I found me a new little planter. I know y'all have seen this one before. I picked this one up at Ross, $19.99. This is actually going to go on the back deck. What am I going to put in it? I'm probably going to put, I know the Wandering Jew is going to go in it. And I'll have to figure out what else I'm going to put in it. I have me some bags of dirt on the side of the house, so I'm good there. But let me show y'all my planters as we go up the driveway. So y'all remember we had begun pressure washing out here. You know, we haven't pressure washed in the almost 4 years we've been here, so we've gotten this far, and then we still have to go up the driveway. But y'all look at my planters, my little flower boxes, gardens on each side of the driveway. This was a project that we did probably year one that we were here. This one has just gone crazy. Y'all, I hate it when the beds don't keep up with one another, especially since these are here, you know, as twins. But this one is coming along. I'm not complaining. I just noticed that some of these did not flower as quickly as the other bed, but I see little buds on them. All of these were perennials that came back this year, and I am so happy. And this one over here just really went crazy. I'm gonna have to cut back that Dusty Miller. Friends of the Twins, I like Dusty Miller in my yard. Y'all want to know why? Because here in Georgia, it never dies back. When I tell you it lasted throughout the winter, this Dusty Miller never died back. As you can see, I have my XM Cozy solar lights here. I have 2 in this one and 2 in the other one. And they are very pretty at night. Y'all, what's the best way to cut back Dusty Miller? I've never cut it back. Do you just, I know I got some of y'all that are like real gardeners. I'm just trying to be like y'all. So I welcome all of the advice about the Dusty Millers. But overall, I'm happy with how the yard is turning out. So that one is really growing, but this one is doing well. Overall, this bed is just a little bit behind the other one, but that's okay. It's okay. I'm not complaining. I'm happy. The Dusty Miller has done pretty well in this bed also. Oh y'all, one of my favorite flowers this year is my lamb's ear. Look how pretty it is. It is doing so well. It said sun or shade, but I knew that this, of course, is direct full sunlight, and so I worried about them, but they are just doing so well. I think the fact that we've had quite a few days of rain lately has helped them, but they are just absolutely gorgeous, and they're actually about twice the size they were when I planted them. So a couple of days ago, I shared with y'all a total garage transformation. Well, at least one half of the garage. We totally transformed into this, and it has been spectacular for this family. But we used velvet curtains to start out, and we hung them with some heavy duty Velcro, and that was not going to work well for the long term. We hadn't had any problems, but I was talking it over with Sugar, and he said, well, I have a suggestion. And so y'all know I love to get Sugar involved in my projects because he is a perfectionist and he loves to make sure that things are going to be anchored in and they're going to last for the long haul. So off to Home Depot we went. He got some wood. I think this is a 2x4. And originally we were going to hang the curtains on a PVC pipe. But I thought maybe with the length of it, it might sag in the middle. So we went with this metal pipe and it sagged a little bit in the middle also. Even though, friends of the twins, if you'll notice, these curtains are not velvet. She was able to find some that were a lighter weight. They're also a little bit see-through because when I tell y'all those velvet curtains at night, she had movie theater darkness in there. Now we've gone with a lighter curtain and we've got Shuggy on the job and it turned out really well. I just wanted to come back and give y'all this update. I always want to share, different things that I try. I just never know when it can be useful. That is always my hope, that something I'm doing is useful and helpful to you in your home. And so this is how it looks as a finished product. Y'all, Shuggy did a fantastic job. I absolutely love when he gets involved in my projects. For that area that was dipping in the middle, we ended up using a nail and it worked perfectly because the curtains came together there and you couldn't even tell it. Had we used a bracket, you wouldn't have been able to bring the curtains together. So it all came out. It worked out perfectly fine. And here is a look at the space with the new and improved dividers / panels. And out here, friends of the twins, she has the Rubik 5 sectional modular sofa from Lindsay Home. I will have the information for the sectional down in the description box for you, as well as a discount code. I have that for y'all. This sectional is made of chenille fabric and it also has storage. So it has been wonderful for this mom and her 4 kids. And one of the best things about it, other than the storage, is also that it's modular. You can move it around, depends on the mood and the vibe. Once we got the curtain panels up, we decided to go ahead and extend them over to cover up mom's storage shelves that she had. Chenille has always been a favorite fabric when it comes to sofas for me. It's just so soft and comfortable. I also like, with chenille, you can make it look fancy or you can give it a more casual look. And then being able to move the furniture around to fit whatever your needs are is just an added bonus. Friends of the twins, I am going to have to ask her where did she find those curtain panels at, because my daughter has seen the video. My kids are a mess. They get jealous. And so, yeah, she and my son-in-law have already called me and they have a couple of requests. These kids are a mess. I'm always at these kids' houses. Y'all know that. And here's a view from the other side. Sugar did a phenomenal job, y'all. And now, friends of the twins, we're going to head on into my primary bathroom. I do have a change that I want to make in here. Now, this is a disclaimer. If you do not believe in painting antique looking mirrors, then you should stop the video here, advance it forward, and get to the last segment of the video. This is a mirror that I've had for, I don't know, maybe about 7-8 years. It is not a true antique. It is a replica. It is beautiful. I love it. But I just felt like it was time for it to have a refresh. For this job, I'm using my small art brushes, the teeny tiny ones, because I did not want to paint the entire mirror. This won't be a full bathroom tour. I have begun doing little things in here, and I actually started with the DIY on the mirror, and I have changed up the decor on the vanity top. So I will be back really soon to share with you the completed look for the bathroom. Now, while I was in the bathroom, I said, Rhonda, you might as well go ahead and get things organized. That is a promise that I made to myself at the beginning of 2026, that in this year I was going to work on the organization in my home and decluttering. And I have been doing just that, friends of the twins. I'm always busy. Sugar says my mind goes a mile a minute, but I am having a wonderful time. It sure does feel good, y'all, to get things decluttered and cleaned out. Just to get spaces organized. I don't know. I just feel like, like I'm leaning more towards a fancy simplicity, if that makes sense. Y'all, does that make sense? Anyway, that's kind of what I'm going for. So I decided to go ahead and start with the vanity area on my side because truth be told, I have the most stuff. I have a lot of makeup. I didn't buy it all. The kids give it to me for my birthday, Christmas, because they know that I have enjoyed over the years playing around with eyeshadows. I began doing that when I was raising my 3 kids, and I barely had time to take a bath or anything else, it seems like. I'm teasing, but y'all know what I mean. It could be hectic raising 3 small kids there in the house. And so one way that I found time for myself and something that I could do quickly was to put on a little bit of eyeshadow. And so it has been, something that I really enjoyed, and it made me feel like I was taking care of myself when I really didn't have a whole lot of time to take care of myself. Y'all know how mommies are often last. So today we're getting this decluttered. I'm actually going to be going through and cleaning out a lot of them that I'm not using and I'm no longer going to be using. And it's the cutest little thing, friends of the twins. My little grandbaby, she's 5 now. She likes to play in makeup and eyeshadow, and I promise you she did not get that from me. I think she got it from her mom. Just being around the house, with her mom and the different things that her mom is involved in, like with crafting, and her mom makes different little bags for different occasions, that she crafts and then she sells. So I think that's how she got into the makeup. And the bonus was that when she got to grandma's house, grandma had makeup too. So here is the finished look. In the top drawer, we just have all of the oral products, toothpaste, and etc. And this is my drawer that I have all of my eyeshadows and my eyelashes, anything pertaining to the eyes. I have eyebrow powders, that kind of thing. Here at the bottom is my lipsticks, lip glosses, extra brushes, that kind of thing. And threw away a lot here. I'm so glad. Things that I didn't use, a lot of the bottles were empty. In this drawer here, I keep all of my facial products, my Jamaican castor oil that I love. This drawer is dedicated to my nails, and then for my hair, I have this drawer here. So I already had all of these storage containers on hand, but I might be making a couple of little tweaks here and there with that, and I'll keep you updated on that. As always, friends of the twins, you make the life that you live a life that you love, because life is short. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.